Hi everybody! Now welcome to my new video called What Will I Need to Own a Guinea Pig? Now this is what I've found from a lot of different sources, some on YouTube, some on different websites, but it's all useful and you'll find them on nearly every other website or on YouTube yourself. So I thought I'd do my own little version. Now I've got my little storage box here to show you as well. And I'll do that at the end, but now I'm going to do this video in parts, and it's going to have different things about what you can do to own a guinea pig and what you will need. Okay, so we'll get started. Okay, so the first item is a food bowl. Now I'm going to read out what I wrote down on this piece of paper, which I printed out from my little cues. So the first bit is about food bowls, and this is it. You only really need one pellet bowl dish. Any other bowls are up to you. If you have a large herd, you could do with having more than one, which is pretty self-explanatory because if you have a large herd of about 10 to 11, you're going to need a bit more than one food bowl. So you could do with at least having about 2 to 3 if you have a big herd like that. But smaller herds, you could do with probably having 1 to 2. So, okay. The next one that I wrote out is about water bottles. So, if you have more than one guinea pig, get a bottle for each or have them placed around the cage for easy access from all areas. You could do with having, if you have 2 guinea pigs, you could do with having 2 water bottles. But it's not necessary, as they will always drink from mainly one. But it's good if you have 2 different areas, like a loft, like my Lily does. She has one in her main cage and one in her little kitchen, because she stays mostly in the kitchen. So it's just to space them around the cage, and then you can have them wherever, and guinea pigs from different areas will be able to get to them easier. Okay, the next one is about bedding. Now I've got a list of safe and easy use beddings. There is aspen shavings, Carefresh, fleece, old newspaper, hay, wood pellets, but you have to make sure that they are 100% wood pellets. And you can even use some old towels. There are loads more different brands and different items that you could use for bedding, but you have to check their ratings and the reviews of them, because mainly some can be a bit dangerous if your guinea pigs eat them. They can actually do damage to your guinea pigs. So you need to just check, but these are the ones that people use and are known to be really good for your guinea pigs. Okay, so now we're on to the hay. Now, alfalfa hay is for nursing mothers, baby and young, and elderly guinea pigs only. Timothy hay is used for the ages in between baby and young and elderly. Guinea pigs need hay 24/7, and pellets are not a substitute. Hay from farmyards are great as they are usually fresh and come in a large bale and cost cheaper than a small bag from a pet shop. You do need to feed your guinea pigs hay constantly, as it will grind down their teeth. The hay with the larger strands in length are the best, and look for a nice greeny texture and colour. The yellowy and more golden are probably not the best quality. Okay, now we're on to the pellets. Muesli is a no-no. Guinea pigs will pick out the tastiest parts of the food, but leave the most important, which is the most valuable nutrients they need. A lot of muesli has seeds, which are danger hazards for your guinea pigs. The sugar content also is high, which just isn't good for their health. You should be looking for plain looking pellets, such as Burgers XL, KT, Cavies, and many more. They have no colouring, so are usually just plain and brown green. The guinea pigs can't choose and pick the different ones that they want. They all have to eat the same, and then that's sure to give them the correct and healthy nutrients in each bit. So they always get the right nutrients for their health, and they'll always get what they need. Okay, so now we're on to the first aid kit. So on this we've got quite a long list, and these are up to personal preference. You will have some of these and some are definite, but others are just whatever you want to get, if anything. But I've got a list down just so we give you an idea. So your first aid kit, we have nail clippers, nail file, ointments, Golden Guineas have a brilliant range, good idea to have some in case of injury or sores. Metacam, anti-inflammatory. Vitamin C supplements, probiotics. Critical care, force feed powder, formula for syringe feeding, can come in fine grind or normal grind. Plastic gloves, different size syringes. Tweezers, Mite shampoo, also available at Golden Guineas. Scissors, shampoos, no human or baby shampoos due to the scents. Cotton buds, grooming brushes, Vaseline, used for sores, don't use much, only use small amounts. Pseudogram, again only use small amounts. Small bandages, measuring spoons, and Oxbow chewable tablets. You can feed 1 tablet every day to support immune systems, urinary support and arthritis supports in different little boxes, which are great to use, and I've used the urinary support from my Lily. And then you have pipettes, if it's easy for medication, personal preference, instead of using syringes. But a lot of these things on here are brilliant to use, and you should always have a lot of this stuff in there anyway, just so then you, if there's an accident or anything, you're easily access to it and you've already got it. Okay, now we're on to the houses and hideys. You can get many different houses made out of many different materials, which are made in different shapes, and there is a lot of variety. Guinea pigs will often scent mark their houses and claim it as their own, and if a cage is shared, you'll need more than one hidey. There is a saying that for every guinea pig you have, you should have that many houses available, or spaces to hide under or burrow in. Guinea pigs are known and notorious hiders and like to feel secure and safe under some sort of surface, and they like to feel like they can hide and run away if they get scared or hear a bad noise. You should always have hideys in your cage or some place where they can hide under. In bedding and hay, they'll probably burrow and make a nest, which is nice for them to get cozy in, and they will also get nice and cushiony, and it's nice that they can eat it as well. Okay, so now we're on to the fruit and vegetables. Guinea pigs need fruit and vegetables every day. Fruit is considered more of a treat, and vegetables is more of an everyday food. Guinea pigs can't make their own vitamin C, so they need to intake it from fruit and vegetables that are high in vitamin C to maintain a healthy lifestyle. If the guinea pigs aren't getting the correct amount or none at all, they can get scurvy, which is a vitamin C deficiency. For more information on fruit and vegetables and how much of each food, the ratios and which fruit they can and can't eat, go to guinealinks.info. And fruit and vegetables, I feed my girls in the morning and afternoon, and they get little snacks up for floor time in between. It's very important, and they get that every single day, and it does cost a lot, but they don't get any scraps. They get proper stuff from the supermarket, and it does cost a hell of a lot for what you get, and you do end up looking like a vegetarian when you go to the counter, but it's definitely worth it, as they'll get what they need. Okay, so now we're on to the toys and enrichment part. Now, guinea pigs come with many different personalities. No guinea pig is the same. Some will popcorn, which is an excited action where they jump up and down and twist themselves around. Some will lay and be lazy. Some will chew constantly and play with their toys. Some will ignore nearly everything and hide throughout the day and night. But no matter what their personalities are, they should always have toys available. Toys that are made out of safe wood and sometimes come painted with pet safe colourings, they are important. Your guinea pig should have something that they can chew on. It keeps their teeth down, which are constantly growing. Hardy tunnels, chew kebabs, hay toys, balls with bells, snack toys. There is many more different toys available, which you are surely to find something suited to you and your guinea pigs. Enrichment-wise, you can make your own toys, like kitchen roll cardboard tubes stuffed with hay and treats. Will keep them chewing and enriched. Changing their toys around and having a different changeover of toys will be a great, as they have the chance to adventure around and find the other toys. Okay, so this is the biggie. It's about the cage sizes. So, a cage large enough to house 2+ guinea pigs. They need exercise and space to get away from each other. The minimum size cage for one guinea pig is 7.5 square feet. If the housing is smaller, having a run available is a good idea for floor time. An enclosed room for floor time. Free roaming, safety of the pets must be considered, and wooden DIY cages made from pet-safe wood. CNC cages, which I have. Grids are available from PetSmart, Walmart in America, online Amazon and eBay, where I got mine from, and many more American stores. All housing must be well ventilated. The safe woods, if you are thinking about getting and making your own, then they are plywood, aspen, linden and basswood. Now we've got this here saying pine and cedar bedding are sold as inexpensive bedding. Vets and experts believe that they are dangerous to be used as bedding due to a lot of cages for rodents are covered or not very well ventilated. The phenols reach a high level and become toxic, so they are not recommended. They can also come without being dust extracted, which can lead to upper respiratory infections which can be lethal. Toxic woods and just plain risky. Avoid using the woods from the following trees which can be seen to your left: almond, apricot, cherry, nectarine, peach and plum. Then you have these are dangerous woods which can be easily found but are not okay for guinea pig cages. And you can also, which I should have put on this, is what you should look out for in toys and hideys, which are air-dried pine, cedar, eucalyptus, redwood, white willow twigs and branches. So all of that on there is about guinea pig cage sizes. And I also should have stated that the minimum for 2 guinea pigs is 10.5 square feet. But I hope this has helped anyway, and we'll get now on to the next part, which is my own guinea pig storage little container with their health and safety and stuff like that. Okay, so this funny looking contraption is my guinea pig storage box. And in the top layer I have all of their little creams and ointments, their vitamin C, building supplies, syringe feeding, clips and all stuff like that, and some grooming. And in the bottom I have their treats. Okay, and I also have downstairs, which I am currently using at the minute for Lottie, I'm using her critical care fine grind and a syringe and their measuring spoons, which would usually be in here as well. Okay, so let's start from the left to the right. So here, which I have currently got now, is my daily vitamin C tablets from Oxbow. And these are perfect for guinea pigs, rabbits, chinchillas, dagus and other small animals. Stabilised vitamin C supplement. They can be crushed and put over food, which I'm having to do at the minute, or they can actually be chewable little treats. And I've got these for Lottie, as she currently isn't eating on her own very much. She's getting better, but it's taking time. We are currently syringe feeding her critical care, and we're putting some of this over her pellet food at the minute. So in this little container where that vitamin C came from, I've got some little pins. Now I use these not ready for my cage, but I have these in my notice board, which I have for a lot of my guinea pig stuff, and I put all them in there because it's just an easy to find place, and they're all together so they're not out on the floor or anything. So they're pretty simple, but they can be used for the cage if you do need something clipping in permanently, then that's a good idea to use. And then I also have my little connectors, which I come with my grids for my CNC cage, and I have coloured some of them in so you can see that little bit of pink there. But yeah, so I have these for my cage, and I have all these spares, which I don't know what I'm going to do with. But these are all my little spares, little connectors, which you can get on eBay and Amazon, which because I live in the United Kingdom, I had to get my CNC cage from, and these all came with them. Now in this part I have a random battery, and then I have my Gorgeous Guineas contains nut products, which is my F&M ointment, which is foot and mouth ointment, which I used for Lottie when she had bad feet and a bit sore feet. You only have to rub a little bit on their feet, and you can even use some little cotton buds, which mine do prefer. And I get this, and this is just a trial size, but it would last you ages really, so that's always good. And then I also have a trial size of aloe vera gel, and it's just clear little solution, and it's really nice and comfortable, which I use for my guinea pig sores, and it's a great thing to keep, and this is also a little trial size. And in this part I have a little pipette, which I got from the vet, which is to feed Lottie when she got a bit poorly, which she still is, but I got this a couple of weeks ago. And then I have all my different size syringes. I have some big syringes which are 10 mils, and then I also have some little ones, that's just a 1mm little syringe, which I got just to give little bits to her, which is really useful anyway. Then I have some more unopened ones and some which are 12mm, which I'm using at the minute to feed her, to push her downstairs, which are always really useful to have in case of an emergency, which I would always recommend having. You never know when they're not going to stop feeding, like we didn't know with Lottie, and I took her to the vets the next day due to the fact that it was bank holiday Monday. But yeah, so they're always useful to have, so I would always have some in your little first aid kit. And next I have my cage building supplies and some little clips, and also my grooming products. I'm going to add to this soon and get some of these scaredy cut little clippers from my guinea pig, because Lily's long haired and it looks like it would be quite useful. I've seen some reviews at the minute from Cavies little piggies, and I really think that's quite good, seeing as how Tassie got on. That's just how Lily is. She's very jumpy and she kicks me, so I think I'm going to get some of those. But yeah, so I have some little scissors which I use for grooming at the minute, which are just nice and easy to use and quite silent, so she doesn't really get too scared of them. But I've got these in here. I also have their nail clippers, and these are made for little pets, small animal little clippers, which I love to use. I'm still taking them to the vets mostly, but I do them on odd occasions by myself. And now this is a really big syringe that I couldn't fit in my little compartment, which is a 20mm syringe, and we got this and it was really useful, and I think I might use this tonight actually, but she does get a bit scared of them really because of how big it is. Then we have a little grooming brush with a soft nice side, little bristles, and then a bit to get some little tufts back out of, which is quite hard. And then in here we just have some other little random little bits. I have a little stick-on light, some scissors, some little glue for the carpets that we put on Lily's little ramp, some cutting scissors like Stanley knives, extra little scissors that we use, and some sellotape and measurings. So that's pretty much all our cage based and supplies, building supplies in that part. And now we're at the treats, and I'm sorry if I don't remember what they're called, but we'll go from this side now. These are little Bird's Excel apple snacks. These are some Fibre First little sticks which have Timothy hay and all different sort of stuff in mixed together, which is great for their health. And these are Bird's Excel, but I'm not sure what they're called. They're all dried and they've got some hay in there as well. I'm not exactly sure what they're all called, but they're very useful and my guinea pigs really like them. So this is that little storage box that I've got now. They've got everything in. So anyway, this is a really useful little box, and actually that is what it's actually called. It's actually called a really useful box. And it has 2 layers in it. How much is this? It is a 6-litre box, and they have these lovely little clips at the side which usually pop off and on, and it's really useful, and I use this for all my little grooming supplies which I've just shown you, and it's really useful just to keep, and it's a nice size really. It's not too big and it's not too obstructive, and it's nice and clear, but it does need a bit of a clean, got to admit. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this part. I'm going to do an organisation video next, so keep your eyes out for that, and I'll be back soon. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye bye.